Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullah. We meet again in the second video this morning. Okay, so we'll continue this topic. We will continue our discussion in this topic. This we're still in chapter 1 about the term and terminology in data communication. So network types. Network can be categorized based on geographical area, the ownership, the type of topology used. Today, network can be categorized into 4 types. So there are four types of network. Okay, first, this is very common. LAN. ALAN, Local Area Network. LAN or Local Area Network usually links the device in a single office, building or campus. Okay, single campus, single building or single office. LANs are designed to allow resources to be shared between personal computers or workstations. The common LAN topologies are bus, ring, and star. Okay. This is the example of Ethernet LAN. Okay, the second one is MAN or MAN, Metropolitan Area Network. MAN usually links over an entire city, maybe single network or a number of LANs. So MAN can be a single network of MAN, or it can be a combination of few number of LANs. Okay, area network. Okay, so this is example of MAN, which consists of a few local area networks. Okay, we have one in this here, and we have one here, one LAN, third LAN, fourth LAN, and 5. We have 5 local area networks combined together to become one metropolitan area network MAN. Okay. And number 3, we have WAN, wide area network. We call it WAN or WAN, wide area network. WAN usually provides long distance transmission of data, voice, image, video over large geographic areas such as country, continent, or the whole world. Okay, so this is an example of one wide area network. Okay, network in Toronto, Canada, London, UK, and New York. These three continents combine together to become one wide area network. There are 2 types of WAN. First is point-to-point WAN, a network that connects 2 communicating devices through a transmission media. Second one is switch WAN, a network with more than 2 communicating devices and usually used in the backbone network. In other words, a switch WAN is a combination of several point-to-point WANs. There are some differences between LAN and WAN. A LAN is normally limited in size, which is spanning an office, organization, building, or campus, while WAN has wider geographical area, which is spanning town, state, or country, or even the world. Macam example tadi lah, satu Toronto, satu London, satu New York. Kan? So a LAN interconnects hosts while WAN interconnects connecting devices such as routers, switches and modem. Okay, tak apalah. Satu lagi, LAN is usually privately owned by organization, while WAN is normally created and owned by communication companies. Okay, so LAN is owned by organization. Macam UMP lah. Okay, ada network dalam UMP Pekan, for example, or UMP Gambang. Okay, WAN normally created and owned by communication companies, such as telco lah. Telco, Maxis, DataComm, TM. Okay. Traditionally, WANs have been implemented using one of two technologies, point-to-point and switch WAN. Okay. Tak apalah. Okay, next is switching network. So what is switching network? An internet is a switch network in which a switch connects at least two links together. A switch needs to forward a data from a network to another network when required. The two most common types of switching networks are circuit switching and packet switching. So switching network ada dua. Satu circuit, satu lagi packet. Okay. So what is switching? Circuit switching. In circuit switching network, a dedicated communication path is established between two stations through the nodes of the network. That path is connected sequence of physical links between nodes. On each link, a logical channel is dedicated to the connection. Data generated by the source station are transmitted along the dedicated path as rapidly as possible at each node. Incoming data are routed or switched to the appropriate outgoing channel without delay. The most common example of circuit switching is the telephone network. Telephone network is example of circuit switching. So this is the example of circuit switching. Okay. The second type of switching is the packet switching. Quite different approach is used in packet switching network. In this case, it is not necessary to dedicate transmission capacity along a path through the network. Rather, data are sent out in a sequence of small chunks called packets. Each packet is passed through the network from node to node along some path leading from source to destination. At each node, the entire packet is received, stored briefly, and then transmitted to the next node. Packet switching networks are commonly used for terminal to computer and computer to computer communication. So we have terminal to computer and computer to computer communication that are packet switching. Okay, so this some of the packet go the other way around, not through one link only. Okay. Okay, so next is protocol and standards. Protocol is set of rules and regulation that manage the communication message. Element of protocol: syntax, semantic, timing. Okay, there are three elements of protocol. First is syntax. Syntax refers to the structure or format of the data. It means the order of which the data are represented. Syntax ni kalau kita buat programming ada syntax kan. Semantic refers to the meaning of each section of bits in the data. And timing refers to the two criteria when the data should be sent and how fast it can be sent. Okay, next is standards. Standards provide guidelines to manufacturer, vendor, government and other service provider to ensure the kind of interconnectivity necessary. Two most popular standards are D-Factor and DJO. DJO standard is the standard that has been legislated by an officially recognized body. D-Factor standard can be divided into two classes: proprietary standard and non-proprietary standard. Okay. Okay. Proprietary is a standard invented by a commercial organization as a basis for operation, and non-proprietary is developed by a group or committee that has passed them into public domain. Okay, standards. These are the some uh, some famous standards. Okay. While many organizations are dedicated to the establishment of the standard, data and telecommunication in North America rely primarily on those published by the following body. Ni macam sirim lah dia punya body untuk buat standard. Okay. ISO, International Organization for Standardization. Okay. First is ISO. Tulis apa benda tu. Second is ITUT, International Telecommunication Union, Telecommunication Standard Sector. 3 is American National Standard Institute, ANSI. 4 is IEEE, Institute of Electrical and Electronic Engineers. And 5 is Electronic Industry Association, EIA. Okay. So those are the bodies, the organization to establish the standards for data and telecommunication. Okay, ISO. The ISO is a multinational body whose membership is drawn mainly from the Standard Creation Committee of various governments of the world. The ISO is active in developing cooperation in field of scientific, technology and economic activity. So ISO ni kalau kat Malaysia dia SIRIM lah, SIRIM. Okay. Second is ITUT, the Standard Creation Committee. This committee was developed in 1993 to the research establishment of standards generally for telecommunication, especially for phone and data. Okay. Number 3, American National Standard Institute. This is a completely private and non-profit operation, but all ANSI activities undertaken with the welfare of the US and its institution occupying primary importance. Okay, next is IEEE. IEEE is pernah dengar kan? You kalau fakulti kejuruteraan elektrik, you pernah dengar lah sepatutnya IEEE. The IEEE is the largest professional engineering society in the world. IEEE oversees the development and adoption of international standard for computing and communications. And number 5 is Electronic Industries Association. The EIA is also a non-profit organization related to the promotion of electronic manufacturing concern. In the field of IT, the EIA has contribution by defining physical connection interfaces, okay, physical connection interfaces, and electronic signaling specification for data communication. So we will discuss this. If you want to know details or know more about this institute or organization, you can always go for a Wikipedia or Google or whatever lah on the internet. Okay. So that's all for this topic. The terminology and terms which related to data communication, our subject, data communication. Okay, so that's all for now. We will meet again in the next video. Hopefully you can understand a little bit about these terminologies. We will see again all this terminology in the later chapter of this topic. So that's all for now. So thank you very much for your cooperation. After watching this video, you can always fill up the attendance asynchronous class form, Google form, and you can comment there. I will improve the video if there is apa kata, some need for improvement. So I will improve later. That's all. Thank you very much. Enjoy your day. Assalamualaikum.